Is this week of history worth reliving? Let's find out. Hello Fanatics, I'm Dylan Phillips and this is the Film Fanatic Review bringing you 7 Days in Entebbe, starring Rosamund, Pike, Daniel Bruhl, and Eddie Marsan. First, we'll tell you what the movie is about and our initial thoughts. Then we'll move on to our spoiler-free likes and dislikes. We'll finish up with some spoiler-heavy thoughts on this film, and our final word. 7 Days in Entebbe follows the true story of the 1976 hijacking of an Air France flight en route from Tel Aviv to Paris, and the daring rescue mission that ensued. Overall, this was an okay film. It isn't groundbreaking by any means, but it's able to tell its story. For what I liked about this film, let's start off with the performances. Bruhl and Pike do an outstanding job as two of the hijackers in commanding their scenes and giving some much needed depth to these very underdeveloped characters. The cinematography and direction help build the immersiveness of the atmosphere that helps accent the intensity of the situation. And the premise is a good concept for a feature film, as this piece of history has a lot of topical themes and a layered story. However, while the direction builds the atmosphere, the film feels like a mix of a docudrama and a romanticized Hollywood history lesson. The story ends up lacking the depth needed for its very serious anti-Semitic themes, but that's just the first of many issues with this script. The characters are all one-dimensional and severely underwritten, making the story's attempt at showing all perspectives of this situation a tiring bore-fest. It wants to blur the conflict and try to give everyone a voice to show each other's motivations, but it goes over the line by humanizing the anti-Semitic terrorists more than the hostage counterparts. And the film tries to mimic some subplots from other successful political thrillers like Zero Dark 30, but unfortunately they fail to deliver. The characters and plot revolving around the training and the dance recital destroy any tension that's being built in the actual hostage situation, so by the time you get to the rescue op, it's just sort of there. And that's where I'll end our spoiler-free thoughts on this film. If you want to hear our final word or rating of this film, pause now and click the link in the description, because now it's time for spoilers. No spoilers to talk about for this one, but the best scenes to me were any scene involving Bruhl and Pike and the rescue op. So, with the thoughts heard, here's our final word. 7 Days in Entebbe is an engaging historical drama that ends up glossing over too much of its important subject matter. While the performances are good and the film has a tense atmosphere, the story is uneven and underwhelming as it avoids the topical themes it could focus on, making this week a slow history lesson. The film tries to add some heart to it, but those subplots end up hurting it in the end, so I'm gonna give 7 Days in Entebbe a 5.5. Thanks everyone for watching our review. Are you planning on seeing 7 Days in Entebbe? Or if you've already seen it, do you have something to add? What did you think of the story? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Dylan Phillips and this has been the Film Fanatic Review. If you liked this video and you want to see more, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Check out our latest If You Liked video where we recommend movies similar to the film Tao. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. And until next time, Fanatics, keep it real.